Lewis Hamilton is out of the 2022 title fight, or so he says. Before Imola, Toto Wolff said that Mercedes and Lewis Hamilton had a 20% chance of winning the title, but Hamilton called that a tall order. After finishing 14th in the sprint race, Lewis Hamilton declared that they were not in contention for a title this year. But is all hope lost for Lewis Hamilton? Why is he struggling so much compared to his teammate George Russell? Well, what we need to remember first of all is Lewis Hamilton is still a world-class driver. He's won more races and achieved more podiums than any other driver in Formula One. So he has the skills. The issue is with the Mercedes W13.
Lewis, hi. Sorry for what you have needed to drive today. I know this is undrivable and not what we deserve to score as a result. So we'll move from there, but this was a terrible race.
Yeah, no worries, Toto.
Even so, he's being outperformed by George Russell. Why? Well, George Russell and Lewis Hamilton are at very different ends of their career. George Russell is a young driver, he's new to Mercedes, and with Williams, he would finish maybe in the midfield most races. He has time to adjust to this new team and for the car to find its balance and to solve the issues that Mercedes have. And he is the future of the Mercedes Formula One team. So for George, finishing 3rd, 4th, 5th or 6th is an improvement. Lewis Hamilton though, he's won 7 drivers' titles and he's been racing in Formula One since 2007. In reality, he's coming towards the end of his career. As we age, our skills fade and we lose that peak performance that we once had. We all know it's true. Now, I'm not saying that Lewis Hamilton has lost pace, but it is a natural part of life and it is ahead of him to lose his performance. So time then is running out for Hamilton to achieve that 8th Drivers' World Championship. So he's willing to take a more aggressive strategy to try and dial out the porpoising. He's setting up the car in a different way to George. George is happy to settle for a lower but still higher position than he's used to, but Hamilton, he's used to finishing in 1st position with a 20-second gap to his teammate in 2nd. So for Lewis, finishing 4th, 5th, 6th is not good enough, and he doesn't have the time to waste on lowly positions. Instead, he's trying to go through short-term pain to find the answer. Hopefully that will give him the opportunity to fight back. If not in this season, maybe in next season. But we see the dejected nature of Lewis now after 4 races where his best result is 3rd and he's more like 8th or 9th. You can see him, his head is just dropping. He's feeling the pressure and he's starting to lose that hope for this season, which must be a real blow. But I want to know what you think. Do you think Lewis Hamilton could still win this year's title? After all, it's the longest season we've ever had, with 23, if they can find one more race to fill the Russia spot, races in this season. So he could potentially come back into it towards the end. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Or is it really time for Lewis to get off the grid?